Hello, my name's Denny. This is my plant-based journey. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you for a long time. Alright, we'll talk about where I've been, but just a quick update, and we'll talk about it in future videos. But I'm about 10 pounds down from where I was the last time that we talked, and I wanted to share another video with you. We'll talk about my life and the difficulties and why it's been hard to be on YouTube another time. But today we're going to be looking at a recipe that I received by email from Forks Over Knives. And you know, I've made several soups over the last year, and this is a soup. It's a tortilla soup, and I just had to try it. We decided to get the ingredients and put it together, and so we've made it today. I'm going to show you the ingredients in pictures, and instead of showing all the prep like I normally do, instead of having a 20-30 minute video, we'll try to keep this short. I will tell you, this video takes a long time to put together. This recipe is an hour and a half or so in preparation and cooking, and so just be of the understanding that this is not a quick meal, but I think you're going to enjoy it. So let's get started. Alright, very quickly, I want to go over the items that are in this recipe. It starts off with 6 corn tortillas, 6 large tomatoes, 2 red bell peppers, 8 ounces of mushrooms, a half of yellow onion, 3 garlic cloves, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 dried chipotle chilies, and when I put these in the pot, one of the ends came off and all the seeds dumped out into the pot. So after I pulled out the rest of the vegetables and put them into the blender, all those seeds were in the juices. So we strained all that off so that we wouldn't have it in the soup. I will tell you, there's still a strong smoky flavor and there's a touch of bitterness, but it's not bad. It tastes really good. It's a good tasting soup, and the smokiness really adds to it. So just a word of warning on the chipotle chilies. There are 5 to 7 sprigs of fresh cilantro. There are 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika and a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Then you add sea salt to your palate liking. And then after you cook it and put it all together, you're going to add fresh or frozen corn and green peas. Instead of using green peas, we decided to use black beans today, and we're looking forward to it. The green peas, I'm sure, has a great flavor, and it's something that you can try. Let me know what you think. But I decided to use the black beans. We also chopped up some green onions, some fresh cilantro for putting on top as a garnish, and also an avocado that we put together so that we can add it to the mix. Some people put tomatoes on top of it. I will probably put some cilantro, some salsa, and the avocado in mine, as well as the tortilla strips. The tortilla strips came up very nice. They look good. That's pretty simple. I know most of us have made chips or things along those lines. And so we're going to assemble the bowl now and give it a great taste. The tomatoes and ingredients have been boiling cooking, and it's time to take them off the stove and put them together in the blender. So let me get to that. Alright, so I've put most of the soup mixture into my Ninja, and I'm going to blend it. I will tell you, this is smelling really good. I have a little bit left in the pot, but I am looking forward to this. This looks and smells terrific. So here we go. Alright, before I start adding the rest of the ingredients, this is what it looks like coming out of the blender. And I already had a lot of water, so I didn't add the 2 cups that the recipe calls for. I will tell you that my Ninja, the little pour spout, came loose and about burned my hand, so you got to watch that very carefully. I'm going to bring this to a boil and add the rest of the ingredients. Alright, so brought it to a boil, turned it down and let it simmer. It's thickened up. Added the 2 seasonings that were left, plus just a touch of sea salt that seemed to make a difference. It is a little bit bitter, and I'll tell you why. The one of the peppers that is dried and you remove before you put it in the blender, the end of it had come off and all the seeds fell out, and it's a little bit strong, but it does taste good. I'm going to add the corn now, and I'm going to add just a little bit more than the 2 cups that it requires, because the bag that we have just a little bit more than 2 cups. So rather than save it for later, just go ahead and mix it in. And instead of using the green peas, we're going to use black beans. I thought that would be a good thing to have instead of the green peas. You may want to try it with the green peas the way the recipe calls for. But we're going to get this ready and then serve it up. If you want the actual recipe, cook times, how you do all this, you can find it on the Forks Over Knives webpage, or you can find it on their YouTube channel. But when I saw it, I thought it would be something really good to try, so that's what we did tonight. Alright, I'm going to start with avocado in the bottom of my bowl rather than on top. That way I can mix it all in and get it with every bite. To this, I'm going to break up some of these tortilla strips and put them in the bottom, and then I'll put a few on top as garnish. Now I'm going to ladle in the soup. Now I'm going to garnish the top. I'll put some more tortilla strips, some green onion, and cilantro right on top. Okay, here's the bowl. As you can see, it looks really good. It smells fantastic. Before I add any more sea salt or anything like that, we're going to taste it. Alright, I paused for a moment to stir it up so I could break up the avocado. So here we go. Oh, that is really good. Fantastic. I may not add jalapenos or salsa to it. This is really good. Go to the website, look it up, give it a try. Forks Over Knives. It's not a quick recipe, but you're going to love it. It tastes great, and I'm going to dig in. I won't eat as much as I normally do, because while cooking during this hour and a half, I've eaten watermelon and just about full-on watermelon. It tastes so good this time of year, and so we're going to have a bowl and then clean up the kitchen. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's shorter than normal. I'm going to try to keep it that way if I can. But you have a great week. Make sure if you have any questions or comments, you let me know below. You can also go over to my Facebook page, same name, Denny's Plant-Based Journey, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. It's good to see you again. Don't go away. We want to do some more videos from now and keep moving throughout this year. I hope everything goes well for you this week. My name's Denny. This is My Plant-Based Journey. Have a great week.